Okay, we should be good. Hello, good morning, good day, good night, good evening, or whichever do does apply to you. Your host Lord Valdrox here, back with another streaming session of Azur Lane. So, quite a while it's been, yes. On top of that, let's just say, oh, the days have not been kind to me. Still though, we're here, so let's go ahead and get started. So, establish that desktop sound. And what else? Right. We'll switch over to the screen in a moment. Okay, switching to screen now. Okay, so we're back for more or less more of the same, right? Yeah, we're back for more or less for more of the same. So then, let's see. As the usual, clearing our dailies. Ooh! Again, I know I'm technically wasting oil, but it's also because I don't always play as often, so technically it's more or less functions in my favor to use this commission. But again, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. It works for me. So, I'm okay with it. Looks like the top one had one more commission that was complete. And again, because I have a ton of oil, I was gonna set them again. I mean, I don't think I'll be using the ladies anytime soon, seeing as how my current farming strats is for Eagle Union. And again, I don't think, none of these girls count for Eagle Union, so we're fine. Let's see, I am tempted to get that one for gold, but we're more invested in acquiring oil, seeing as how we'll be farming more stuff. I'll get that one for the cube later, I'll set it up afterwards. Wait, isn't it 3? Yeah, because there's one, no, that's all set up. There's one right here, so we need to set up 2 on this side, which is definitely 1.0 with a 140 oil. So again, like I said, oil is always the resource that we're always running out of. Never have enough. Yep, never gonna be able to get that up. But it's fine. I foresee myself at least streaming for 2 hours, so we're good on that. Set that for 2 hours and we're set. Confirm. Okay. And then yes, completed. Let's see. Medium project. I mean, I would use the other one, but it's for the wonders, and we're not looking to do those anytime soon. Free, yes, of course. Don't mind if I do. I like how I make this like my daily type of thing, where I just take care of this first and anything else. Sometimes I do forget the cats, and then other times, such as like outside pertaining to this game. Sorry, I'm about to joke there. Sometimes I end up forgetting. What is it? Like I almost forgot to play the City of Opera Omnia. I would have streamed a moment ago, sooner, but issues and the loyalties on fulfilling my obligations to my other mobile games as well. And there's other games I'm inclined to stream as well. And I say that in regards to dare I say it? Genshin Impact. A friend of mine has more or less, I mean, several friends of mine, even before when it came out, they did start it and they kind of stopped playing it. And then another friend of mine more or less tempted me to play it, seeing as how, dare I say, they said it's technically one of the better gacha games out there. Maybe the rates are still so-so, but at least compared to Fate, they far surpass Fate. Anytime I hear those words, it's like, you have my attention, but at the same time, just because it's I think any of the new gacha games can surpass Fate. They don't make it so hard to get the waifu slash husbandos. I think anyone can pretty much, FGO has set the bar too low to beat. Pretty much anyone can go ahead and give it a try. But yes. What else? I mean, those things that, like, again, like I said, sure, any mobile game sure can take their swing at FGO and, you know, put them in their place in terms of giving you more, all that, and so much more. But to really keep a handle on you, again, like I say, if we take Azur Lane, for example, right? I get all the ship girls, yes, and then some of them, such as the PR ships, yes, farming the experience points is tough, no doubt about it, and yet, again, I'm still able to enjoy the fact that I do have them in my team. The contrast is right there. You can just see them side by side in terms of what the quote-unquote whale account on the top and the quote-unquote non-whale account on the bottom. But all in all, I managed to more or less have both. Sorry, had a little flying visitor here. A mosquito, no, a moth. But anyways, sorry about that. I remember that. That's what I was saying. Certainly both accounts showcase pretty much what I'm able to achieve what I want, all that I want. Feel really, I guess you could say, for want of, I guess you could say, not having to struggle. Not that I have to, because I mean, well, again, it's one of those things where, like, I explain in multiple streams on and off, and again, right, badgering on fate, right? How can I badger when I still haven't completely deleted the accounts? Well, because I threw so much money into them. To delete them would be quite shooting myself in a good type of situation, so now I have to barely keep it up until the end until something interesting happens. And then, I may not even return for said event. I haven't even returned for the rerun events or the new events. I pretty much let the game just kind of go. I gave up on daily logins, but anyways, again, why bring up stuff like that? Leave it to stay behind, right? Focus primary now is what? The future. And that future in and of itself, well, it's always a more enjoyable future when again, heavy stress, and having your mind occupied by previous thoughts about the matter. Right now, tonight, I'm thinking maybe, again, depending on how things roll out, right? If my usual viewers do come in for Azur Lane, and I don't mind streaming longer hours for Azur Lane. However, on the off chance that they don't, then I'll switch up the games to partially Dissidia, but at the same time I'm thinking, because I'll be awake, why not do Maple Story? At the same time, I could also just sleep early and then wake up and then stream. This time for reals, my Japanese lessons, seeing as how I've been putting them off, and I mean, I have been doing them, you know, behind the scenes, but again, me just saying that doesn't really facilitate any word of confidence, seeing as how I'm not really throwing a couple of few words here and there that I can, like, I can just repeat it just for the sake of repeating it, and not the easy stuff either, because again, the easy stuff should, you know, come to me without pretty much no problems. It's the more complicated sentences. But I think, again, it's weird, I know, but out of all the colors, I wasn't taught green, which is Midori, if I recall correctly, based on the earlier lesson today. I'm like, huh, Midori. So whenever they say Midori-chan, they're calling her, yes, when they're calling by name, Midori-chan, it's Green-chan. That's adorable in and of its own. So then, let's see, Fierce Assault. If it's anything like the previous ones, yes, just keep it as is. Bottom account is still farming their experience points, which again, it's a given. I'll take it. Top account though, again, it's currently farming for... okay, yeah, that'll be fine. And like I said, top account is currently farming for Seattle. Oh, Seattle. But like I said, I'm tempted to just drop the whole Seattle aspect and then just focus on mines. And only because, I don't know, something about mines really calls out to me and I just really want her. But again, that's just me. And ow, right now I'm putting pressure on my finger because I felt something. Hello there, Mr. Digital. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, might be having problems with my middle finger. But we'll do that this side. But like I said, thinking that I should swap over from Seattle over to Mines, and only just because Mines, again, I don't know, it's just hard to describe it. She's very alluring. She's got this very cold yet captivating presence like Turpins. And I'm a sucker for her. In a good way, of course. Wait. Like I said, I'll probably stick around farming for points for Seattle. Only because I already started her. It would be kind of messed up to just leave her hanging dry and just start on Mines. But at the same time, Mines is one of those ships I haven't touched like at all. So I'm thinking maybe until the bottom account catches up, I won't swap over to Mines. And then when it does catch up, then I'll swap over to a team of Ironblood. Boy, is that gonna be fun. Finding an Ironblood anti-air team. I think there is one unit in Ironblood, several, at least two, that have good anti-air. I say that in regards to map 12-2, because again, they're having good results, not gonna lie. But again, I know that Ironblood suffers the most, if only because of their specific type of ships as well. But even despite that though, I'm pretty sure I can pull up a team. Even without the presence of help of Aki, I'll try. Again, Azur Lane isn't a complicated question as I make it out to be. I'm asking questions in the Ask Questions feature. Ooh, okay. What do we have here? Huh. I wonder how I can view them. Unless of course it's somewhere else. Let me just do unless of course. Huh. Okay, so it's not bad. I wonder where I go for that. I wonder if that's something I do afterwards. No, I should be able to access it somewhere. I guess I have to play around with that a little more. Or it might be like... Hold on, I'll get back to you. Let's see... Okay... Huh. That's interesting. So it's not that. I wonder if I can access this somewhere else. Let's see. It's not here, not here. Let's see. I wonder where that would be at. Huh. Wait, that actually, I'm asking myself, that asking question feature does work. I added it not knowing how it would work. I still don't even know how it works. But realistically speaking, I should have played around with it a little more. But actually, hold on, let's see. Eh. Arm is getting done quickly. Okay. So that's a bust. Okay, let's see. Alright, set the torpedo mode. Let's see. No, it wasn't that either. Huh. Okay. Well, that was certainly quite an experience, I'll say. Wasn't that. Not that either. Really need to play around with that feature more. I mean, I can see it on here. Actually, we'll try again one more time. Let's see. Okay, so it wasn't that. So what is that? Saw it a while ago. So where did it go? Okay, so did that really do anything? Huh. Did that do anything? No, I thought it did, huh? I really definitely play around more with my extensions. Let's see. Okay. Oh, wait. That's why. Okay. Okay, now I get it. I think. No. Don't get it. I definitely do need to play around with my features if I want to get to better understand them. Ha ha ha. Ayo, you heard the officials posted in Twitter? Myaksapis. What's this about officials posted in Twitter? Oh, that's what you meant. My apologies. Yes. If I look over the page right now, I think, let's see. I should definitely set this to Azur Lane only. Yes, but we're looking at San Francisco. Who else was on there? There were several ships. Yeah, San Francisco was one of them for sure. I know there was others, I just didn't bother to look at it too much in detail. New ships, new skins. Oh boy. I want to save my wallet, but at the same time, it's not like I buy all the skins either. A carrier looks like an SX class though. And the fact I can already think of one viewer that's going to be buying into that SX class looking ship. All in good faith though. Let's see though, what was I gonna do now? One ship is unidentified because I don't know. They might have a reason for having eyes unidentified. Let's see. Sortie, collect. Retire 2 ships, collect. Enhance gear 2 times. Oh, they make this too easy. Oh wait, I haven't enhanced those microphones. I don't know why though. This should be enough. And lastly, a ship rumored to be a BB-62 battleship New Jersey. Always welcoming with every new ship. As to whether I will successfully pull them from the gacha, resupply the dome with snacks 5 times. Oh, I think back to my pulls from the Italian event. They weren't the greatest. This time around, this shouldn't be too bad. I hope. Oh, is that enough? Use 5 more. Might be ultra rare, I don't know. Oh boy. Well, ultra rares again. Actually, no. I take that back. The ultra rare for my main account wasn't that great. For the side account, it wasn't too bad. But I beat the side account in terms of overall 200 pulls. I think. No, I think it was 210 pulls. Was it 200? No. I mean, it was 200 pulls in total, I think. Okay. Maybe that concludes all this for this. Call to arms. I just gotta make sure Soryu, Hiryu, and Helena. Hoping an SSR might broke. I'm just hoping that the game is kind to me and my cubes. Like, don't get me wrong. Actually, now that I look about it, my cube reserves have gone up. They're not exactly at the high peak number they used to be before, which was the 700 plus. I think they were close to 800. So going off of those numbers, I'm short 200 cubes from where I was before. But again, like I said, it's fine. Just do the daily builds, and I'm okay with that. And apparently I'm still having problems with Dragalia Lost. It won't properly run on BlueStacks, and I already sent a message about that to BlueStacks. Though they have yet to respond on the issue, so it's probably one of those situations where they don't really care enough to bother to fix it. Or it might be an issue on my end. But again, I can still play with it mobile-wise. Although streaming-wise it might be out of the question unless of course I decide to stream back the way I used to with back in the days, phone-wise. It wasn't that bad, but it would mean only streaming one phone and not both. Is it 35? Yes, it's 95. Okay. Alright, I didn't bother to check. What did we have exactly for the exchange? I haven't always been consistently checking the exchange, and I should, because there's always stuff that I miss out on. Kirakaze I know I have plenty of, so we'll leave it at that. Prince Yoigan is leaving us, and then she'll be swapping in for I wonder who she'll be swapping places with. A little bit curious and at the same time no. The other thing I want to check on is labs. No, I don't need to check the top account slabs because again I know I'm farming Seattle. 67%. 88%. So this is where we're at, huh? Yes. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excellent. Champagne's coming along nicely. Drink. Take that one little print raise. I think what was that? I need to convert those for Odin sometime soon because I won't be using them. That cat, on the other hand, this cat down here has 187 prints. Then again, this cat you already use a huge amount. That's why it's a lower number. And I think I also need to take into account PR2. Yeah, missiles might need to sell that extra print right there. This Frederick could use that little print that's being used right there. Okay. And I just need to modify the teams and we're gonna start farming for, oh wait, it looks like we have commissions that are done. At least the top account. Bottom account, I mean. Again, I could do the one for the gold, but I have too much gold to know what to do with. So we're gonna go for oil instead. Configuration of teams. Alright. Gascon. Oop, wrong Gascon. Take the head of the helm, well, in the back. And then at the front right here, I think, yes, most Eagle Union team on this side. I think I had Baltimore at the head of the helm here, and San Diego was smack dab in the middle. And yeah, I think this is how it was set up, so I think this is okay. Shouldn't cost me too much more. It costs us 60 and 60, so we're fine. This is fine. And then we put, wait, hold on, I wanted to at least collect all the missions. Wait, why is it showing up on map? Is it because one of the projects finished? Yup. Knew it. I could set up a cat, sure, why not? I feel like I'm gonna need more captains along the way anyways. So cat it is. Mission rewards, yes. Oh yeah, that's right, I haven't been farming a lot, so technically my weeklies are not in the clear, because as far as the daily is concerned, they're always gonna be done. Cat's in progress, can't collect the points. Could claim the victories for the exercise, but... Okay, so we need 18 more victories. I'm never gonna get this. Never. From here on out, no more. It's not worth the exchange of gold. I earned too much gold to be trying to go this weekly, 1,200. I spent the gold on and off and I still haven't run out. We're already in the 164k. This is the way. Okay, so we're set on the formations. Let's go ahead and start. Okay, main campaign. 2, 1, 2. And I don't know why, but though sometimes it does reset the roles. Okay, so these are going for escorts. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so we're set. So the goal, pretty much, farming for... Huh, okay. Sorry. Distracted by something. So, it's always farming for experience, specifically for that, although the top account is still going for Seattle until the bottom account catches up. And the bottom account, what, 80%, so 12%, so technically in theory 12 more battles? Nice. So those the teams are doing too bad. They'll survive. San Diego does a wonderful job. Look at that. I fucking stuttered right there. San Diego is doing a truly wonderful job. Going by all this stuff in other games. Let me see. I guess I should check my email in regards to the other accounts. Because technically I used one of my game emails to send that. I didn't use my main email as in my primary emails that I checked, so unless of course I don't check the email, there's no way of knowing if they even bothered to contact me at all. Well, let's see. So oh, okay. Well, ain't that interesting, huh? Doesn't look like they really bothered to contact me at all. It's kind of sad, I want to say. At the same time, though. I want to say I kind of half expected them not to contact me. But again, they can't keep ignoring the problem forever. Maybe it's not like they need to bother fixing that. I don't think a lot of people play BlueStacks. I mean, Dragonian, if they do, maybe they found a way around it. That I need to look into as well. Now, what the heck was that? Oh, no, I know what it was. Getting to distracted here, but as far as the main email is concerned, it doesn't look like they contacted me back. Because I know which email I used for that. It looks like Gaston is taking a bit too much of a hit right there. I would have thought with having San Diego there as the highest ship of anti-air, she would have destroyed those planes, but it looks like the bottom account is having far more luck. Well, what else though? Well, yeah, like I was saying, go back to the whole game aspect. We got a pistol. As I was saying though, I do intend to... Again, there's a lot of intent right now. Obviously, I think it's already out, or it's just one of those things where like, it's purchasable or pre-orderable. Pre-orderable, oh, that's not a word, I know. But one can pre-order it. I intend to pre-order Disgaea 6, so I think it might be out. I have to double check it again. Actually, I will check it right now. Let's see. Because I know as far as Disgaea is concerned, I believe Disgaea for the mobile game, it's out, but again, as much as I do love Disgaea, its mobile game, let's just say it could stand to pick up from other mobile games. Okay, it looks like it's gonna be released June 29th. Disgaea 6. Yeah, I got the little, I guess you could say jingle, or rather the music of Disgaea, what was it called? I forget what was the title of this Disgaea movie. But its little jingle opening, this song, theme, it's stuck in my head. It is catchy. I will not deny, actually I will stand by it. this guy has a lot of catchy tunes, themes, music to it. You'd be hard pressed not to even like even just a little bit of it. And I stand by that statement too. If only because again, while having what I guess it's again while it does have its serious moments in its stories, it also has. I mean, I think it really takes off from a lot of its comedic moments, and it's nice. It still has a lot of the seriousness aspect of it mixed with comedic timings, comedic effects. I mean, that's not the main and the series and all too. Again, some more serious than others, of course. Again, don't have a dislike for the horror or now, but I must say that in comparison to I already forgot his name. Not Valvatoris, I'm referring to Adele, there we go. Adele, he's the protagonist of Disgaea 2. As far as Adele's concerned, like alongside Valvatoris, heck even oh damn, I forgot the protagonist's name for Disgaea 5. I think it was what did it start with again? With an R? No. Damn, I feel bad. I forgot his name. Was it an E? I forgot. June. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the ships right here. June. Looks like the bottom account shouldn't be struggling. It's only because the timing of the carriers wasn't precise. That's why I didn't drop the bombardments on them. Oh yeah, now that I think about it, it's slightly bothering me. I should have enough to acquire one of these, and yet I'm missing. I should have multiple of these little ones here, but again, I'm patient. I'm patient. What the heck? I think I might have missed something. I think I did miss something. Something that. How should I word it? I feel bad. Actually, I should feel bad. I'm a scumbag. I think I might have missed something. Let's see. Okay. I think I did miss something. Now I feel bad. Because I'm not gonna lie, I had the headphones on, so if there was anything that like a notification, I missed it, and I feel bad now. Thank you, Mr. Digital, for the $8. I knew there was something, and I only say that because again I was staring at the screen like something feels different. So we should change that number right there. I know there should be like an active counter for this as well. I wonder if it's around here somewhere. I know it was around here somewhere. I wonder if it's actually going to show up. Well, technically there isn't a specified time, but let's just say... Because even I don't know what the future has in store for me. Oh boy. You know what, let's try it. Where exactly did that home? Where did that seriously go? Was it this? It was that. So then why is it blank? Huh. I wonder if that's something to do with... Oh, okay, there we go. I wonder. Let's see. Yeah, I just saw it right now. The think again as far as digital. Hey, no wonder. Let's see. Month, day, here. Oh, there we go. There we go. This should work. There we go. The little bar could just chill right there. And why did it pick 777? Well, call me, I guess you could say, hysterical and silly, but I'm feeling lucky with those numbers. But if we're talking realistically speaking, the very little research that I did for a very full-fledged model, and when I say full-fledged I mean one of those that are rendered good, we're looking at somewhere between, if I'm being kind enough, 500 to, and again that's being kind, I think to $1,000. Which again, don't get me wrong, I'll put my product in of course as well, but anything in all is much appreciated too. Journey to 1,000 miles does begin with the first step. But again, that's besides the point of course. The other thing that I'm thinking of doing in the meantime is acquiring one of those what was it called again? It was based on a recommendation from someone, pretty much going to one of the websites that allow you to play around with pre-made models. They might not be of the highest quality, but again, something to work with and actually, you know, what's the expression? Get my meow meow. I just read that bit right there. Meow meow. Meow meow. Actually, I could try that. Yawa Yawa. Now that I think about it though, hold on, let's see. Why isn't this? I wonder how this goes. Okay. Okay, so that's why that number's going up. I was wondering why that was working the way that it did. Let's see. Yeah, it's always weird that because the other one is running, and not this one. Huh, interesting. Oh, there we go. Oh wait, no wonder. Swire's Digital. There you go. Oh, okay, so we're done with this battle. Again, resuming as always, but the other thing again, I also want to double check just to make sure that I'm on the right path too. Wait, what missions were available there that I didn't complete just already? Okay, those understandable. Have a nice day, right? But hold on, let's see. Okay, so yes, wait, had it only been 2 battles? I could have sworn it's already been 3 battles. That again, I'm not probably paying attention too much to this. And I'm skipping out on battles here. No, I'm not. I should be getting the full percentage. I should definitely play around more with this game. Find more stuff to do. But I should really start playing, like I said, with that other book. So let's see if I can search some stuff in the background. Things going on behind the scenes here. Okay. Interesting. What's that expression? I think... Calm down. I got overloaded with information. That's all that happened right now. You know, I think I noticed something else. Hold on. Is it performance mode? No. Previews is still. Okay, that was odd. Not quite what I was going for. It's properties? No, it wasn't that either. What the heck was it? Because I feel like it might be a little too loud. Maybe not, but... Huh, okay. Never mind. I don't even know what I'm doing here. Is it a little too quiet? No, the music's still there. Dang, are they loud. But okay, I'm glad that the percentage is still increasing because I thought they weren't decreasing. Well, no, I want to say yes. It's a no. Yes and no situation. But what to talk about? I guess yesterday. I bring up yesterday because again, it's a huge contrast between yesterday and today. But yesterday, I really, like my body was just like couldn't normally respond. Like yes, it's about work again. I try not to bring up work too much because work, whenever I bring it up, it's more of a downer type of subject. But again, it is what it is. But in this case scenario, it was like got to the point where like again once I got home, like if we were to use it like I guess again it's a very extreme comparison, right? But well, for this extreme comparison, it almost felt like I was Emu again, Emu from Fate Stay Night. But like I guess like I said, the comparison is too extreme. And I guess you could say too exaggerated in that I guess you could say what kinda on the ground on my knees exhausted tired type of situation. Yeah, it kinda feels like that it's gotten for me at work, and frankly again like I said, like I don't take pride in saying this, but for the first time in a long time since I've ever worked at any job, I called off. Because earlier in the day, I mean, on top of eating something that just didn't make me feel good, but that's beside the point. I'm feeling better right now, but on top of that, I felt like exhausted. My head, like the night before, like I just got home, just didn't even. I think I might have turned on the PC, but never turned on the screen. So the PC has been on since yesterday, but I just kind of dropped into bed, barely even. And I don't think I even got underneath the covers. I was that tired, and let's just say, again, I'm kind of glad that I took the day off. If only because, again, like, I don't know what would have happened to me if I had gone to work today. Hello there, Max. Welcome to the stream. Okay, let's keep on going. The goal is to get the second account there. Dull one kitty cat. I think we should be at 91%, so we're looking at 9 more battles counting this one, so technically 8 more battles after this. The lengths we go to receive our waifus, specifically of the VR PR, specifically of the PR variety type. VTuber funds. Will it be a cool vampire? Or a sexy vampire with big titties? Ah! Sorry about that. I think I hit the microphone a little too close to home out there. But to answer the question, I believe we're all looking for a more cooler taste of vampires. Although, let's just say, I do not, look down on the idea of having a female, like, I guess you could say alternate costume if I decide to go with the avatar. Like, I guess you could say that's putting a spin, seeing as how technically the vampire, it would be inspired by Disgaea, and Disgaea technically did a a gender bent of their main protagonist, specifically in that of Baharo. Wonder what it'd be like to pull one for Valvatorix. Who knows? But I like the way you're thinking. Which means that'll give me fun to play around with the voice changer. I am already crafting plans here. The sinister variety. At any rate, though, how are you doing, Max? I know you told me you won't probably be able to come as often, that's fine, but every so often that I get to see you, Aki, or anyone else that just happens to drop by, again, I'll say what's going on with me, but at the same time I want to know what's going on with my viewers too. If only because it is my curiosity. Of course, as I always tend to repeat, no obligations on any part from the audience, of course. Just knowing that you guys are okay and are still there is enough to put me at ease, so to speak. Which reminds me, technically I should probably be setting up the phones for auto battles. Seeing as how I'm not doing anything else with the phones, but at the same time, I do, and I don't want it to keep track of 2 accounts. But technically, what? 4 games at the same time. What the heck? Interesting. Yeah, work and all that cut in the viewing time. It's quite alright, Max. Work seems to cut a lot of things for every individual. Unless, of course, you kind of had to work where it was work from home. But even then, I feel like you'd still be occupied as well. Meeting deadlines and of the like. It's one trade-off or another, of course. Sometimes. What was that one again? Okay, I think that's how it works. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's interesting. Now I should be using my Japanese more in this. I hear my goddess somewhere. Watashi wa number 1? San Diego? Yes. She's in the top screen right now. She's helping farm points for Seattle. She's in the middle, because I know she's quite a squishy little character. So she's being protected by both Baltimore and... damn it, I forgot her name. I feel bad. Elridge. I only assumed San Diego was your goddess. Without actually confirming, but I kind of slapped the label with goddess being associated to San Diego. Did you see the upcoming character designs? I believe I only saw one at the moment. But hold on, let's see if there was more to it than that. There might have been more, but I wasn't probably paying attention fully. Let's see. Shangri-La la la la. New Jersey is like a more developed Biloxi. Oh, hello there, Shangri-La. Didn't realize you were there. Welcome to the stream. Going back to that though. I need to get a better look. The Yaxafish said it was posted, so I should be able to find it. Let's see. Let's see. Officially seen San Francisco. New Jersey's looks left me completely underwhelmed. She came over from Honkai or Arknights or some of those games. Hey. Oh, this probably makes more sense if I can view it right. Let's see. Let's see. You know, it stands to reason why I probably don't see those pictures that you're following. For both of you, it's because I'm probably not following the Japanese, the Chinese Twitter account. Let's see. I really should be following the official CN page too. Yeah, now I see, now I see. Now I see what you meant by the design. I'm looking at it right now. She kind of reminds me a little bit of one character from Neptunia. I forget what her name was, but she was based on the Atari-ish, I think. Pretty much we're looking at New Jersey, yes. And then the other one though, the one with the mask. Something about that mask though is quite alluring with that blue hair. Hey, oh, I just realized. I get distracted there for a moment looking at social media, and this is what happens. It definitely may create more space for the bottom account. So I could stand to scrap some ships as well. But let's see. I was shocked at myself for not figuring out who Tari represented in that game until late. Eh? Well, I mean, it's one of those situations that, if I'm being honest too, I probably only figured that out if only because I want to say my brother might not claim that he did, but I swear to you that my brother was able to point that out. Seeing as how the Neptunia characters were based off consoles, he pointed out that she was based on the Atari. And then it's not that I completely denied his claim, but at the same time, no, I mean, I put the pieces together too, and he was right. Guess he's more of a gamer than I'll ever be, but that's okay too. That just means he really loves his games, even the old ones. Oof. We'll probably play Hyperdimension and Tina somewhere down the line again, if only because I, again, really enjoyed their games, despite how simplistic they may be. Hey, what's his Switch so I can watch him instead? I mean, I say that, but I don't think he streams games. I say that in regards to, speaking of in the past. Right now he's more busy with other projects. We are a joke stream? But we'll pop in at random hours and do dumb stuff. No, but assuming he did stream, he'd probably let me know. And of course, I would also convince, well, I'd say convince, but I would point people in the direction as well. More on YouTube, but for streams it's asking VTubers for Meowa Meowas. Hey. Meowa Meowa. What the heck is a Meowa Meowa? Or should I say it in my femrectum? Meowa Meowa. What the heck is even a Meowa Meowa? Ah, shit. I keep on forgetting my chair's of the recliner type. So, when I lean back just a moment, it thought that I say it thought like it has a mind of its own, but because my weight is being put towards the back, the chair decided to go, or more like the chair is carrying me with the weight going backwards. And although I know I'm not gonna fall as a result of leaning back, I can't help but, you know, feel vulnerable when I'm laying back. Okay, so that should be, I want to say, we should be 4 or 5 battles in. So as far as the shipyard's concerned, we're looking at 93%. Excellent. So we just need So far we fished that, what, 5%, so we need 7% more. Oh, the dedication to battles in me is quite strong. But I really need to make room for ships because I'm constantly having to... Let's see, yeah, but it's probably full again. Oh, right, because of Vestals. I should probably get rid of some of the other purple ships too. I don't think I should keep around Hunter or Hardy. Did I get cancel? I didn't get rid of the Vestals. Wait, is there any gold ships that I need to get rid of anytime soon? I'd say get rid of Essex, but there's never know when Aki's gonna show up, and I'll be massacred by Aki for deleting a precious Essex. So I'll keep Essex for the time being. Let's see. No other gold ships that were of the repeat kind, so yes, just the Vestals at the moment. I think I should get rid of... I'll keep Hunter and Hardy only because, for the time being, if I really need room, I'll make room. Talon, huh? You don't say. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, okay. Ego units, the most boring faction in Azur Lane. I mean, I'd agree, but yeah, at the same time, Max, I want to say it has San Diego, if only just trying to curb your favor as to, you know, not necessarily retract that statement, but lessen the heat of that statement. And I'm not going to use Enterprise because Enterprise is overused to support the Eagle Union faction. So instead I'll use... Bremerton? You can't go wrong with Bremerton in the Eagle Union? That's what I want to say. Alright, well, not boring then. But I'm so sure there are others as well. Bremerton? What? I'm choking out my spit here. Bremerton? How? But why? But no, she's adorable. She may look like she has the body of a thought, but she has the heart and soul of a maiden that cares for her other shit girl. Kind of like a guidance counselor, if you will. But again, if Bremerton is not the one that's going to save it, then I say Essex, but at the same time I feel like if I decide to put Essex on the barbecue roasted grill right there, and you happen to roast, I don't want there to be any fight between you and Aki. Not that I'm expecting or anticipating a fight, of course. But then again, that'd be my fault for instigating the fight too. Oh, my eye. No eye. Yes, Utari Veneta receive more. Essex chibi is better than the regular art. I mean... No, he wouldn't... Well... Her chibi is adorable for sure. Definitely adorable. But I'm trying to think about other ships as well. Then again, I don't think... I mean, I might have asked and I feel bad for not remembering. I do like Wichita. Wait, I think might be mispronouncing her name. Is it pronounced Wichita or is it Wichita? Or is it what? Or is it Wikita? But then again, it's one of those things where I think that H sound is like channel, so it's Wichita or Wichita. I don't know. You're the American. You say that, and yet I think to the fact that because despite being American being one country, you'll have different parts and different states that will pronounce certain words with their own accents to them. Because, yes, even in America, they do have their own accents too. It be like that sometimes. Wichita. I think because it has a similar, almost letter scheme to witch, minus the T right there between the I and the H, it'd be Wichita. Yeah, that sounds correct. Wichita. But again, I could be wrong because English is its own mess of pronunciations. Which cha, which ta. I think it probably is like you're saying it, or maybe like something along the lines of. Hold on. What is this? Oh, okay. I feel bad, Max. You sent something in the Discord, and I just saw it right now. Dang, am I slow? Which cha. I think the last part it still has the sounding of the TA. Wichita. Ta. Which you cha. Which you and me pronouncing that. Which ta. Wichita. It could be a pronunciation that might be correct. Which the. Which the. My. All the pronunciations I'm going through. Curses English being so hard to follow. It doesn't even follow its own rules. And I say that based on a video I watched a while back where I think it was Japanese learning English and how there's certain words that change between having similar letter spellings. Yes, it's okay. I welcome you in bashing America, Max. I won't defend America in its ugly pronunciations and rules. America. Yes! No, I actually joined you in that. Yeah. America. You know, if I dare make fun of someone from the South, I will probably get flamed, assuming they even have come across this video in some way or form, or even found it indiscriminatory. Even if I am from said states. No, you see here, we don't pronounce it America, it's pronounced America. You better get that right, it's America. Even I cringe at the thought of making a pronunciation like that. But again, people do have their way with pronouncing and expressing themselves. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. Good talk. Again. Oh, America. Never change. Actually, no. It should change. It could always use, what's the word? Improvements in a lot of things. Okay, what was I gonna check here? Let's see. I think for this side though, collect them. Oh nice, they made it to 100. It's not quite what I wanted to check. I think for this one was the lab, the shipyard. We'll start the battle here. Nice, 81%. Keep going good, Seattle. Seattle, Washington. Right. Okay, let's keep going. And then, let's see. The saddest thing is, every time I watch the USS New Jersey's YouTube videos, now I'm reminded of the shitty Azur Lane design. Oh. It's okay, Max. I mean, it isn't okay, it's just... I don't want to... Well, I don't think I can necessarily make things better per se, but... What I can say, though, is... What did I want to say, actually? I think it's more along the lines of... Hopefully it's just not... I guess you could say a design that, you know, tries to start a trend. Because I think I was having a conversation with you about the Neptuna series games and how they're cashing in. I think you're the one who mentioned maybe about how Neptuna was trying to cash in on the VTuber idols. But I guess hopefully by similar contrast comparison that Azur Lane doesn't try to pull something like that where it tries to experiment with new designs, if only because trying something else. I mean, change is good here and there. But sometimes sticking with the themes, like I don't, to be honest, like review what the Royal Navy faction, seeing a new Royal Navy, more likely than not they're gonna be maid based, and it doesn't really piss me off. I'm okay with that. And then with the Sakura faction, where they're gonna be what was it again? In kimonos, or have some animal themes going to them, and that's adorable. And then with I ain't playing this for its stellar gameplay. I don't see a good future for Azur Lane, with all the CN censorship being the main issue. Now they adjust their art for 2 versions, but eventually they'll just have one censored design for everyone. Yeah. I want to say they should try to sell to someone, or at least have the rights more based on off somewhere else, where they have more freedom. Because at this rate, even those who stick around for the waifus and how easy it is. Again, I'm trying to think, like, which whales are the ones that are supporting this game? The changes happen now because they work months ahead, of course. Looks like I need to focus the top. Victoria Veneto. Okay, that makes sense. I found myself whaling quite a lot, but with this new event, I'm not sure I'm even going to bother investing too much time and resources in it. By that you're referring to obviously the pulls, but even then, with the amount of resources I have at my disposal, I'm still gonna go ahead and throw for the ships, of course, because I'm a collector by nature. And as for the skins, well, I'll pick what I like and stick with it, if it's appealing to me, of course. I mean, the ships is always a given, but I guess what you're also referring to in regards to the event as well is obviously if it has like a point system, or a clear system, or anything of the like of the variation as well. Although looking at it, seeing as how we have to farm for a portrait, it's more likely going to be point-based again. And that point-based system, I'm amazed how both you and Akian are able to invest so much time and oil into farming for the points. That's dedication. And with the waifu collection down, what's left for me? Come a few months, I'll probably not be playing this anymore. I really hope it doesn't come to that. If only I say that because from one fellow Shikikon to another, I can't bring myself to dislike or leave Azur Lane. And not because I invested money into it, that's not even a huge portion of it. But the really big portion is because, again, while its story may not be what, animated of the like, it's pretty much dialogue that one would read. And still enjoy the story that it has to offer. Little girls on the screen with their cute little adorable dorky little faces. The words they say when you bond with them and raise that bond level. And then you go further beyond that and marry them, of course. Sure, the line changes for some, not all of them, but still. I hope not. I still have 5 figures on pre-order. Had to put those straight on eBay. Oh wait, eBay is banning anime. Yahoo auctions it is. Wait, but what? Hold the phone there. eBay is banning anime? I have been living under a rock, but then again, it's one of those things because I don't really buy or shop much on eBay that I wouldn't know about that. But that's curious to know. But I mean, I don't want to use this as a base comparison and example because Azur Lane in my eyes is far superior to Fake Rivalry. But if at the very least you do decide to leave Azur Lane, I hope you still decide to keep your account. I mean, I know, like you said, it's still time away, but even then. Adult anime, but as always, where's that line drawn? Right. That expression comes to my mind. We can never have anything good. Someone always has to spoil all the fun. Not to mention the light build, who will have 5 million ships in it and only get grace still. I mean, that's not entirely wrong. Hold on, I'll read that other portion in a second. Let's see. Tori Bonito. Kikro, my lady. You're the leader of your faction. With time away, it's going to be impossible to catch up. It grates me already. I have so many memories locked away forever. Perhaps. But, miss the most ships in the light pool, and I always get the same ship grace. I really hope they do implement a system down the line, but even then, like, I feel like the wishing well system, even if they do decide to implement it like 3 or 4 months every so while, having to acquire all the ships that you missed out on probably will be next to impossible, almost. So you almost feel obligated to stick to the game. If only, yeah. They should do it once a month. And I empathize and agree with that. Don't get me wrong, Max. But for them, I feel like it's what they view it from a business stance, and they'd probably be well, no. Actually, no. I mean, it maybe obviously I wouldn't agree to it, but if they decided to butcher the rates, which again I would be appalled that they did. Just so they could have it once a month. How many queues would be spent just so one could acquire the ship? Will make more people start pulling for certain ships. How many people actually pull large bills in between events? No one. You're absolutely right. Everyone is hoarding their ships. I mean cubes. But I think that also comes down to the fact that, well, again, no one's obligated to pull in every banner as well, of course. We all save our cubes for those 100 Nevadas. Oh dear, we both do. Oh yes, indeed. Past flashbacks of the Italian event, and I just kept on getting gray ships. And all I wanted was Vittorio Veneto. And I think it was up to 11 or 12 temples before I got my first SR event ship. And I think it was, I got Littorio, and well, not Littorio, I think it was the other ship. Duca Deglia, the one that was point based. That one really hurt. The one ship that I get was the one with the lowest rate possible. And the one that you could acquire with points. I had a really moment of defeat right there when I had that experience. I mean, I was happy, yes. I got the ship with the lowest rate, but... At what cost did I win? Interesting. Did you buy resources? I don't think I followed the question. What do you mean did I buy resources? Are you referring to do I buy stuff from the shop? Or because the only thing I buy, I guess you could say with real money. Oh no, I don't buy cubes or coins. All the money that I spend on and use the gems for is pretty much just skins. I don't touch cubes or coins at all with the resources, like with the gems. It's strictly for skins. already had to buy cubes and coins to get Jean Bard. Ow. I seem to recall you were telling me that, yeah. And yeah. I want to ask though, but then again, comparison wise shouldn't be done anyways, but how many cubes did you spend just to retrieve her in total? Do you happen to know the number? Okay. Start the next battle once this account finishes as well. Ow. Takeru. Okay. No, my memory is fuzzy. My brain is probably trying to block the horror. It's okay, Max. Not trying to intentionally turn this into a competition of who wasted the most resources. Because I think up to this date, the Italian event for my main account has been the most horrendous one because of the amount of cubes I spent. I think I spent close to 400 cubes on the event. I think. Or maybe it might have been a little bit more, just a little bit over the edge of 400. But again, I swear the pasta events were designed to decimate SKKQ accounts. Who knows? I mean, I can safely say that my side account wasn't decimated. It's the one account that managed to get every ship with low cost and cube usage. But yet, despite that, the side account doesn't have... I managed to recover my cubes and then some more and stay ahead of the side account. I think I'm ahead of it by maybe 130 some cubes, 150 some cubes. But even then though, I don't ever want a repeat of what happened in the Italian event happening again in any future events. At all. It was too painful. Like, it was giving me flashbacks of when I would spend sing course in Fake Grand Order. I think back to Nikola Tesla, how I spent, if my memory serves correctly, I think it was 2,400 quartz, not all in one setting of course, but overall in banners that he has appeared, and to date he never showed up, and I just permanently gave up on him. And he wasn't even a limited event either, I mean limited character either. I mean, he was story locked, yes, and technically I don't think you could farm, or you can probably pull for him in the story pool, but the chances of pulling him just kept on getting smaller and smaller with new servants that kept on being added. But I guess the biggest, I guess you could say, the biggest cost in cubes aside from Nikola Tesla was definitely Cecily and Kiara. Like, she costed maybe... No, here's the thing. I spent over... I think it was 1,200 quartz. Again, if you do the math back then. I think the videos are somewhere on my YouTube. Again, I'll try to remember the numbers, but I'm pretty sure it was 1,200 cubes. I didn't get her. I think I got a repeat 5-star, which gave me a sync graph, and I was... Screw it. F it. Use the Tink sync graphs with the one that I recently acquired then, and went ahead and purchased her from the trade-in shop, which again, in order to have those sync graphs, you'd have to at least pull a servant after its 5th copy. Again. And you'd have to be lucky if it was the same servant again just to get more of those Syncraft things. Spiritons Syncraft things. I forget what they're called. But I never want to have to experience something like that again where I throw so many resources and not get the character. And actually that one, like again, using those Syncraft things, because you have to keep in mind that those characters, again, I'd had to have pulled at least a similar character more than 5 times just to get that graft thing. And obviously, I'm thankful that I managed to get a lot of Joan of Arcs, a lot of Saber Artorias, and I forget who else was my repeat 5-star servant. But I'm thankful that I managed to get repeats of all of them, and luckily enough, when the time came for the Kiara, Ceci Kiara banner, I had enough to, I guess you could say, throw away my frustration in the fact that she didn't honor me with a presence. Because after the amount of pulls I spent on trying to get a NP5 level melt Lilith, which again, I spent nearly the same amount of quartz, but not obtaining Ceci and Kiara, not even a single copy. After the same amount of quartz spent to obtain NP5 melt Lilith, that really, it felt painful. But again, this is Fate Grand Order we're talking about, so it should be expected. But I guess you could say, again, to experience something like that, similar to something like that in Azur Lane, it did reawaken old painful memories from Fate, of course. But obviously, keeping in mind that because no real money was spent, it lessened the pain, but still, all those hard-earned resources that went quickly away after that. Trauma like that isn't easy to forget, but heard so many good stories about FGO gacha, and with good I mean people on the verge of financial suicide. Oh yeah, you have no idea. I think on and off I repeated in streams where I should have been more woken when, and I keep on repeating his name, Rexland. He was the biggest whale. He was technically the cosmic whale, the big cosmic whale of Fate Grand Order on the Japan server. When he pretty much quit cold turkey, the gacha for FGO, I pretty much had the realization just then and there. Should have had it sooner, but why bother continuing with supporting a gacha game if the biggest whale himself isn't planning to stick around? Because at first I did try to MP5 every single character that came out, but then not every character was appealing to me. Yes, surprisingly not every waifu. I pretty much, what would be the expression equivalent? I don't hit on everything that moves and has a skirt, so to speak. Although by that standard that would mean that was simping for Astolfo. Not to say that there's anything wrong with Astolfo looking cute, of course. Nothing at all by any means whatsoever. But even so, though. You're not wrong about the stories. I think back to when they released Gilgamesh for the first time. When he first came out, I didn't care about him, and I still don't. I think my Gilgamesh is MP2, and I'm more than welcome to let him stay at MP2. But there was this one guy who, when Gilgamesh first came out to our server, they pretty much threw, what was it, $3,200, and they didn't get a single copy of Gil. And I was like, whoa, you went out of your way to try to fish out a character, and he didn't even bother to give you the time of day. Ouch. And I think this was posted somewhere on Reddit a long while back. You could probably dig it up somewhere. It's probably sitting somewhere in the Reddit thread somewhere about there. But to drop that much for a character, Gilgamesh. I mean, don't get me wrong, yes, he's powerful in his own right, but $3,200 and not receive a single copy of him. The average, again, the average to at least obtain one 5-star character was supposedly what? We'd had to spend, I think, $360, and that's for a neutral average. But to not even receive him after, what are we looking at? Almost, what, 10 times the amount of that neutral average? Oof. The Lightworks pretty much grabbed the little guy and pretty much squeezed him out of every bit of penny that he had to offer. And while one could argue of the only way, I guess a lot of these people that wailed, I guess, try to cope with it is, oh yeah, a lot of projects that came out courtesy of Aniplex, or pretty much anything that's Sony related in regards to Fate, is like, oh yeah, all my money went towards paying for this anime, or that adaptation, or that work. That's really... I don't like to preach to people how to live their life or spend their money, but with those amounts, maybe rethink your life. It's okay, Max. You wouldn't... Well... I say it two ways, too. It's like this. If they're still comfortable enough to be able to live a nice, decent life, and be able to spend that amount of money on a game, then power to them in a very strange kind of feeling, but at the same time, he probably could have spent it on other games that could have provided him with more return, I guess you could say, in a way that didn't cost him too much, where he didn't receive anything at all. At least if he's not Mark Zuckerberg. Oh yeah. People have too much money on their hands and don't know what to do. Speaking of financial ruin, I send you 2 pics on Discord. Oh. Oh my. Talking about financial suicide. I forget her name, but I want to say that's Pinghai, or is it Ninghai? I think it's Pinghai, right? I should honestly know their names by now, seeing as how they're one of the first few characters that were introduced in the beginning. But I hardly use them in battles, and I feel bad. Hey. Pinghai, okay. What do you think that I guessed? Part of me says I should start again in the whole business aspect. Well, I say business aspect, but in the collection aspect of collecting figures again. But I'll probably only do that once my current goals are met. And then of course there's other stuff besides the current goals that are being worked on as well that I could stand to acquire as well. USS San Francisco. Someone down the line, I'll probably start collecting figures again. Actually, well, again, somewhere down the line, I say this too. Somewhere down the line, I plan to do a what you would call too many I know, but somewhere down the line, actually I could probably install it, but while I don't plan to reveal my face, I plan to make a makeshift cosplay to hide my face, so to speak, but still display my figures. At the very least, me holding them too. But again, everything is all in a work in progress type of situation. Wait, what the heck? Ah, wait. Why is San Francisco hitting Atlanta? Eh? Oh, okay. Wow. Ah, yes. That's a big oops right there. How the heck anyone manages to do that? It's beyond me. Worst case of friendly fire in World War II for America. Oh no, sorry, correction. Worst case of friendly fire in World War II for America. I can't get enough of saying it that way too. In combat with the Japanese, distance confusion. Atlanta's profile was mistaken for Kirishima. Leave it to the smart Americans, right? They can do no mistake. I don't think I probably asked you this question before, Max, but do you collect figures because you play a game? Or you simply collect the figures despite not playing the game or anything associated with it? In most cases, since I play the games, the only exception being Kanko Shimikaze, I just love her design. Nice. No, that does stand to reason. I think I'm somewhere down the middle on that, if only because one, if I see something I like, I'll buy it. Well, that was the meat then. Now, it's more like, I would still be inclined to buy it if it weren't for the fact that, again, Among other things, let's just say that I pretty much went on a crazy buying spree, and let's say that things aren't looking too well for me, but I'm far from being in the worst case scenario. But I'm far from being in the best case scenario either. Still though, once I get myself together again, I plan to acquire figures like in before in the past, not in crazy amounts either, but most case scenario, the ones that I really do like. Back then there was a time where I told myself, when 3-0 came out, I was planning on buying every Amelia and Rem figure that would come out, but if I were wise enough, I should know that pretty much they were going to cash in on those two girls, and there's one too many figures of them to be counted, and as much of a collector as I was then, I don't think it would have been wise to buy every single figure that came out of them. Because apart from Amelia, I don't think they released a bunny figure for her. I know they released a bunny figure for Rem and her sister Ram. And then they also re-released those figures again, but in standing version, without the stocking, no, I think it's the same, but without the stockings. I have their bunny figures, the 1/4 scale figures, with the bunny stockings. And to think those 1/4 scale figures, why would the price seem so much though? I'd understand if they were a little, I guess you could say posable, but they're not posable. Like Figmas or Nendroids, those are posable. And the well, no, everything has gone up in prices. I remember back then when the cheapest Figma costed what, $50? The cheapest Nendroid, I think, was $35. And now, I mean, I haven't been following them in terms of what's been coming out, but I know for certain that, yeah, I mean, it goes without reason, everything's gonna go up in prices, but still though, I think the ones that definitely spiked up in prices was definitely the higher scale figures. My most expensive figure is my 1/4 scale Shimakaze. Good man, sir, good man. And I think I might have mentioned this before. If you can call it a figure, which I think it does fall under it, was my Makise Kurisu Steins Gate figure, the 1/3 scale, which technically costed me close to 600. I think it was like 580. By far my most expensive figure to date. Although I'm pretty sure with the more figures that keep on coming out, if I did keep on collecting, I might have gone up in scale of prices, but again, somewhere along the lines I would have had to draw the line somewhere. I'm almost half tempted to buy those Rem statues. But my god, those Rem statues costed almost the same. The same as a car. Guess the Matrix knows I love Frenchies. Let's see. As far as finding a picture, hold on. I think I could find something. Let's see. It would have to be on, of course. See if I can find something. I mean, I could take a picture of it right now. Well, I mean, I could find, let's see. There's that, and there's that. Suffice to say, I don't have a proper display case to properly show her. She is a big gal after all. If I do have any display case, it's probably just for my smalls, my Nendroids. Unfortunately, a lot of my figures are pretty much in their boxes still, due to the fact that I don't never truly invest in a really large display case. Which I mean, I probably could. Because technically what I'm using is a bookcase to hold a majority of the boxes of my figures with them inside. But again, that's not the best case to display them on. I know that. Let's see. Oh. We're one battle away. And we're at commissions? No, it's just this bottom account. I mean top account. Okay. Ooh, tempting, but no, we don't need any more. Ooh, tempting, and I would welcome that. Let's go for this one. So there's two on this side. No, I think we're all done. Okay, and looks like that's done too. Yeah, but unfortunately I don't have her on display. I should, at the very least, I think I could pull her out for a one-time picture as well. She technically was not new, so she's not in the best condition, but finding any others with her box, I don't think there's many figures of her out there with her box, because they sell her without her box, and even on eBay specifically, I think, hold on, let's see. Ran upstairs to make a picture of Shimakaze, the 1/4 scale figure. I should really invest in display cases. Something to work with down the line. I've been all over the place when it comes to collecting materials and stuff pertaining to anime, games, manga, Blu-ray, you name it, and figures, of course. I'm looking all over my room and I'm surrounded by mediums of the like, and wall scrolls as well. So much of it. Who knows? Maybe someone down the line I may decide to showcase my room. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see. Okay, I'll start that battle here though. One more battle. Wait, what? Oh no, they're tired. Just noticed that right now. Recommended. They can be expensive, but don't have to. My biggest case was like 120 bucks from IKEA. Point taken. Actually, no, I believe you. Wait, well, that's assuming they're glass cases too. Those are, oh yeah. Well, no, I think they shouldn't be that too expensive either. I can think of, oh no, I can always start looking at it as well. It depends too. That would mean swapping out the current bookcases. Actually, no, that would mean completely restructuring my room the way it is currently looking right now. Or I could always just sleep on the floor too. Trade out my bed for a futon maybe. But technically, my bed is used as storage space, at least the space below. The space below my bed is used to store a whole ton of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Yes, I still have a ton of Yu-Gi-Oh cards from back in the day when I was a Yu-Gi-Oh collector, avid player. Not competitive wise, but collector and played with friends. Oh boy, thinking of what I have underneath my bed, all those Yu-Gi-Oh cards, oh my. All those tin cans. My god. I'm thinking about everything. Don't all Americans have like these giant single standalone houses with garage in the basement with home theaters? Surprisingly, we don't have a basement. At least, not the house that we live in. I guess it varies by location, but there are houses that do have basements. The garage, yes, although technically the garage in question is being used as a studio by my father. So, I can't exactly take over. But I could probably do. No. I was thinking of buying one of those little storehouses and putting my stuff in the backyard, but I wouldn't say the backyard is secure, unless of course I decided to put barbed wires around the backyard, but I don't think, at least specifically in the city where I live, here in the States, I would allow it. And that's pretty much a big drawback. Because then how else would I feel safe if my stuff was vulnerable to being stolen? It makes me think about a story of in a previous occupation where this co-worker in this previous occupation that I used to work on a different job, they were a collectionist of guns, and they told me that they had their gun collection stolen, and that was scary. I mean one thing if you had your regular stuff stolen, but if someone steals your gun collection, they pretty much have weapons at their disposal to pretty much sell to people. And technically, since they were, I want to say they were registered to him, they could pretty much have and blame explicitly put on him. I never did ask them any more beyond that, but still, the stuff like that, though. I mean, I think about if my figures were to be stolen, among other things, but to have weapons stolen. Yeah, I know. Jumping to a different topic like that. But for that reason alone, I wouldn't want my valuables, specifically my figures, being stored somewhere else, like specifically in the backyard either. If I were to buy like a storage shed of some kind and set it up in the backyard, maybe, unless of course it was like a steel made. No, but then I would say, like, because if the figures aren't properly, if they're like heated in metal, like a giant metal cube, I'm pretty sure they would all suffer from paint damage because they wouldn't be properly insulated like a house would be. You need a gun to protect to your gun collections, America. Every time you say that, Max, I don't get enough of it. It's funny. I actually tap into that and poke along with the joke. If an American doesn't have a good sense of humor to laugh at that, then they're not a worthy American to speak to. And I say that with the utmost confidence. If you can't make fun of your own country and have a good laugh, then, well, I mean, it varies between countries and living guess you could say cultures as well, but still. America is the land of freedom of the expression, supposedly, so I am free to mock my own country too, if I feel like it. Ooh. Is that the one on the top right? Is that from God Eater? Maybe I'm not looking at her correctly. But she kind of reminds me of a character from God Eater. Oh, you have. I think her name was the one on the third row. I think her name was Waver from Tales of Berseria. Good choice, my man. That's a good choice. Velvet Crow. Yes. Good choice indeed. Yes, Alisa. My main waifu above all waifus. I wanted to collect her back then, but it's fine. Now I wanted to collect her in Velvet as well. It's okay, it's okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm reminded of the SpongeBob meme. I don't need it, I don't need it. I need it. Okay, and that should be it. We should have reached the end. And yes, I make the exaggerated expression one more time in the character Macbeth from Gargoyles. Excalibur is mine. If only because it makes sense, because technically Cheshire is English, and Excalibur does reside in good old Europe, so the expression does fit. So yes, Excalibur is mine now. Hello Cheshire, and welcome to... Ah shit, we're gonna need room now. My oh my, the second account is quite ahead. Yes, 135 versus 158, it's fine though. Oh, it's a work in progress. Okay, now that we got to this point, now I can safely, and I say safely, swap these two cats into the dorm, that way they grow at the same steady level. But the one who I should kick out from here is... I won't know if I'm gonna be farming for, but she's on a commission run right now, so she'll be getting XP. So Odin, I feel like you're gonna be used to farm for mines. Wait, why am I seeing faces? Why am I seeing faces? Is the game trying to tell me something? It is, isn't it? Okay, so we go to the bottom of this, and you're right. Where's the cat? Where's the cat? There's the cat. Confirm the cat for the top. Confirm the cat for the bottom. Alright then, made the cat though. I'll see you in X amount of time. Let's see. Okay, that's good. And so we have a cheap cat. And now, like I said, the top account was only completed alongside just for there, but ooh, they got far ahead in their Seattle. So now Seattle was on the it was on the second one. I don't know why I jumped it. Yeah. This Seattle though is far behind, but it's fine though. It's fine. They'll catch up in due time. But now, I'm sorry Seattle, I don't mean to abandon you, but the one who needs to be finished and completed now, if only because she calls out to my heart. Mines. So pretty much I'll be finishing everyone in Faction 3 in comparison to PR3, PR2. Oh my. This is the part where I say the line. I see you are a person of culture, Max. Especially for the one with certain pectoral. I very much enjoyed the view. Thank you for sharing your collection with me. My eyes are very happy. I'm trying not to sound like a creep, but it can't be helped. Not saying that it was intentional, of course. Okay, so I think I'll start working on mines. Sorry, PR2 girls. Nothing against you all in any way, shape, or form. Technically, on this side, I'm only been missing Seattle. Georgia has been kind of started, but not really. Kitakaze again, same thing. She's like what? 39%. I'll get her in them all in due time. But you're the one that's calling my heart right now, Mines. Develop. Develop. Okay, so what are you seeking out from me, Mines? You need sorting and accumulate a million XP using Ironblood Vanguard ships. What's extra funny, the Elisa in the chair is from the mobile game, which was discontinued about a month or two before the figure released. In the words of another, the fuck? We can never have anything good, can we? Let's see. Pain. Ironblood Vanguard ships, though. Okay, just checking out. It's good. As far as Vanguard is concerned, Vanguard, what was the Vanguard again? That's the front? Yes. So let's see. Prince Heinrich is going to be used for farming. Okay, that's understandable. It's okay, it was Japan only. Maybe so, but usually if it has no. We can never have anything nice because it never sticks around long enough. But I'm looking at the Iron Blood team, so definitely Rune's gonna be part of the main whole team of farming. Namco has a habit of pulling their mobile games pretty fast. No use never playing one of their mobile game titles. Namco. Alright, Bandai Namco. But they can't be as bad as others though. Still so. Looks like for this team, for mines, we're looking at Rune, Prince Heinrich. Wait a second, I'm looking for. Well, I can already pick up torpedo users for that quest. It's gonna be Z23 and Z46 and Z36. Or actually, no, Z1 for that. And then as far as the main fighter units, now I'm thinking for the main fighter units, it should be Rune, Prince Heinrich, and definitely Z23. They're the team to go with. Rune's definitely gonna be the tank, along with Z23 being the destroyer in the middle. Okay, I think I have the team I want to use, and we're gonna go with that. So, with that being said, let's go. So this team, though, I want to say I could put an Iron Blood in the back, but again, hold on. Right, I'm surprised. Oh, right. Technically, she's tired, so she can't do anymore. So Rune's being at the head of him here. I do swap out somewhere else with Prince Heinrich. And then that'll do. On this side, set Iron Blood. And who went to the other side? Oh, I think, yeah. For this side it was San Diego, but I can't have her. She's gonna get squished and turned into finger paint. On this side though, yes. She's gonna get crushed there. She put someone else right there. As far as the normal here, or rather, the non-Iron Blood, I'm thinking I could put, let's see. Noshiro, right, I could put Noshiro there. Or better yet, Suzutsuki. She works, actually, she can't be put right there. Actually, St. Louis can be put right there. She does a wonderful job. Plus she could be raised. So we'll leave her right there for the time being. But then we're going back to this team though. Let's see, so this team should be okay. The only problem though is Akashi is tired. I could put Vesta, but no, I could put, what's her name? This one. Well, I mean, that's if I continue farming, but I think as far as today's concerned, I did enough farming. I spent, I think, what? Close to 3k oil, maybe even 4k. I wasn't even paying attention, but I'm pretty sure I spent a good amount of oil. So I think we're done for today, as far as Azur Lane's concerned. So, with that being said, what the heck? I just noticed it right now. A few seconds ago, Fort Max has donated 10 for your VTuber avatar, or display cabinet, or a waifu figure, or just for the hours of entertainment and conversation. Let's go with the last one. I shall thank you in as many languages that I know. Arigato, Fort Max. Merci, Fort Max. Gracias, Fort Max. Thank you, Fort Max. Hold on, I think I know a couple more. What was the other one? Danke, yes. I think that was the one for German. Danke. Wow, I really used the motors of my brain for that one there. I always thought I was gonna crash and burn right there. But regardless though, on a serious note, thank you, Max. Always a pleasure to be being ever a little bit of entertainment here and there. But still, we've come to the end of this stream. I'm still gonna continue streaming. It'll probably be a bit of a deciduous, only because one of its events is expiring, and I'd want to acquire as much materials as possible. But then, and also, like, again, I fulfilled the obligation for today's quota as far as farming for XP. Now the second account has her cat, and let's see. Yeah, we're good. I'm glad. So, once again, thank you for those of you who joined in today's stream, and for those of you who have stopped on by as well. This is your host, Lord Valdorok, wishing you all a good night, good day, good morning, good evening, or whichever do does apply to you. And I'll see you in the next stream, whichever that may be for you. And until then, do take care. Bye-bye. 寂しかったですわ。